You can hit the button. And just find a comfortable seat on your mat. If you have a block or a bolster or a pillow or something to sit on to get your hips above your knees, that will be the most lovely and nourishing. And if not, just find a comfortable spot. If you're new or not particularly flexible, stretch your legs out sort of long or wider so they're more comfortable rather than a too tight position for you. So a couple of thoughts today on New Year's Eve. Just a reminder, I will also be teaching Sunday, not the usual Saturday at the 10 o'clock time for the holidays. And next weekend, I actually will not be teaching. Hopefully I will be on a trip, but I don't know if that's actually going to happen. So we'll see. I might be teaching at the very last minute. So I'll let people know, but at the moment I'm not teaching. And a reminder too that tomorrow's podcast is on celebrations, and it's our 1-year anniversary of the Mindful Healers podcast. And we are having a celebration for anyone that wants to join us in the afternoon on Zoom, sharing mindful inspirations and words and practicing celebrating as something we all need to work on a bit. And with that, find a comfortable seat on your mat. I see lots of folks still joining, but we will get started and adjust as needed during the class. It's very hard for me to see you guys within your small boxes, wherever you are. So your work in yoga is to notice how you feel and adjust and accommodate and opt out as needed. And today's class is going to be focused on appreciating how far you've come and what you can do. It was originally intended as letting go, but I like to adapt in the moment. And I think it felt more authentic to talk about appreciating what we can do and how far we've come, knowing that from that place, it's much easier to let go of whatever is heavy. And actually part of letting go is appreciating who you are and how far you have come. And as a practice on New Year's Eve, so before we move ahead to what's next, taking time to see where we are and where we've come. So with that, find a comfortable spot on your mat and I'll meet you there. And sit bones above the knees if possible. And take a moment to settle in. So you'll notice your sit bones or your ischial spines ground downward, connecting to the earth beneath you. And just notice that sense of stability and groundedness that perhaps you don't feel as you move through the day, reacting. A moment of stillness and quiet. And tilt your pelvis forward and grow your spine long and tall, aligned, each vertebrae one atop the other, all the way through your neck, all the way up to the crown of your head. And take in a long, deep, nourishing, appreciative inhale, sending breath to every pocket of your body. And a huge exhale, drop your shoulders. And another deep, nourishing inhale. Stretch the crown of your head tall on the inhale. And an exhale, allowing yourself to settle in this moment. Just notice how you feel for a moment. Appreciate yourself for taking the time to do some yoga today. And take an hour for you to nourish you and, as the case will be, to appreciate you. Realizing that we have much to appreciate. We always notice what's next or what we haven't accomplished or what we didn't get to, but noticing all the things that you have gotten to. So with that, bring a hand to heart to connect with yourself, to check in this moment. Notice the heel of your hand over the heart space. See if you can feel your heart beating and appreciate the fact that it beats constantly. All the time, hopefully, keeping you healthy and well and nourishing your body. And send it a bit of appreciation for all the work that it has done over the past year. And perhaps all the feelings that it has had and things that it has worked through and hurts that it has experienced. Sending it love. Appreciation is a form of love, very different than gratitude, but it's light and it's love. And bring your other hand, place it atop the lower hand, palm to dorsum of the hand, and press in gently, sending yourself some oxytocin. Taking a deep inhale and an exhale, letting it go. And so often in yoga, we focus on presence and being present in the moment. Appreciation is a bit of presence in the moment, but it can also be appreciation for the past, an appreciation for all that has happened to get you here. And so I offer that as an opportunity today to notice all the things that you can do and did, and allow that sense of pride, which is perhaps difficult for many of us. And we often write off those things that we can do. It's just expected. But taking a moment to truly appreciate them and allow the appreciation in. So taking a deep, appreciative inhale, nourishing and bathing all those cells that do so much for you. And an exhale, letting go of any frustrations, lacks, ruminations, all the things, let it go. Breathing in more appreciation, hope, kindness. And exhale, letting whatever is getting in the way of that go. Another long, deep, smooth inhale. And an exhale. Bring your hands to heart center and appreciate that skin to skin contact. Notice how good it feels to rub the finger pads together, the palms of the hands together, all the sensations. Press the thumbs together and press the outer edge of the thumbs into the sternum. And appreciate the stability and strength there, the connection to yourself. And pause here for a moment. Notice your sit bones on the earth. Tilt your pelvis forward gently, slightly with intention, and stack your spine, each vertebrae one atop the other once again. Reach the crown of your head towards the sky. Notice the lightness of the head when your spine is aligned. Taking a deep inhale, filling yourself up with nourishment and appreciation. And an exhale, letting go of everything that gets in the way of that. Perhaps set an intention for today to notice and appreciate all that is good, all that has come this year, that has worked out, all the places you've been, the connections you've made, the love you felt, the laughter you had, the nature you saw. Perhaps an invitation to spend the day noticing and connecting with all of that. And to save your plans ahead for tonight or tomorrow, when you've fully bathed in the appreciation of all that has happened. Not denying all the challenges, but just allowing yourself to experience fully and appreciate and acknowledge and enjoy all of the good. Take in another deep inhale here, sealing in that intention. And an exhale, letting it go. And lower your hands to your thighs. And if your eyes are closed, you can open them. And just notice how perhaps you feel already, perhaps a little different. Roll your shoulders back 3 times, appreciating that they have this movement, as simple as it is. And roll them forward 3 times, bathing the shoulders with motion and enjoying it. And pause. Once again, connect your sit bones downward, giving yourself the tools you need to move forward. Engage your belly, your core. Inhale both arms up towards the sky, palms face one another. Exhale, drop your shoulders gently. Inhale, stretch your fingers tall, tall, tall. Lengthen the full side body, reach as tall as you can. Engage all the tiny back muscles as you do this. And exhale, gently relax, arms still reach towards the sky. Inhale, reach, extend your fingers long, side body long, long, long. Exhale, drop your right hand, rest your palm on the earth, bend the right elbow kindly. Bring your fingers to face the front of the mat. Ground the left sit bones, stretch the left fingers far towards the right, gracefully over the left ear. Inhale into every nook and cranny of the left side body. Appreciate the fact that you can fan open your ribs in this way and nourish them. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, enjoy it. And exhale, let it go. Press into that right hand, reach both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, drop your shoulders gently. Inhale, reach, lengthen, tall, tall, tall. Sit bones, connect to the earth. Drop the left palm, let it rest on the earth. Reach your right fingertips gracefully over the right ear. Bend the left elbow, fingertips face towards the front on the left hand, and stretch the whole right side body. Inhale deeply. And exhale, release. Inhale. Send appreciation all the way down to the waist on the right side. Exhale, stretch your fingers a little longer towards the left. Inhale, reach tall towards the side. Both hands reach up. Exhale, drop your shoulders. Inhale, reach tall once again. Engage your core. Twist towards the right, around your central core. Drop your right hand behind you. Left hand rests lightly on the right thigh. Inhale, stretch tall, reach tall, tall, tall. Exhale, twist gently towards the right. Inhale, reach tall once again. And exhale, twist and enjoy. Don't overdo it here, but use it as a chance to ring out. Inhale, stretch tall, just like we ring in the new year, we can ring out the old. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach both arms up towards the sky, twist back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Left hand tense behind you, right hand rests lightly on the right, left thigh. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, ring it out towards the left gently. Don't overdo it. Do what feels good to your spine. Inhale, lengthen. Twist our spine lengthener. Be sure to lengthen fully. And exhale, twist gently. Move with kindness and compassion and appreciation for what your body is able to do. Inhale, reach tall. And exhale, twist gently to the left. Inhale, both arms up towards the sky. Twist back to center. Exhale your arms out towards the side wall. Wrap them around you, right under left. Reach your fingertips towards the medial edge of the scapula, giving yourself a hug of appreciation. Inhale deeply here. And exhale, drop your chin and head and neck into the cradle of your arms. Notice and enjoy the stretch in the back body. Take a moment here with your eyes closed. Inhale and exhale. Appreciate once again all that you can do. Not what you haven't done yet, but the things that you did do. How did you grow? What can you do more of now than you did before? What did you learn this year? One more breath in this nourishing hug, filling yourself up with some nourishment and sensation here. Inhale, raise your chin to shoulder height. Exhale, release, untangle your arms to the side walls. Press your palms into the side wall, wrists are flexed. Spread your fingers wide, 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 huge pie shapes. Notice the engagement in the scapula. Exhale, pinch your scapula together. Enjoy it. Exhale, release. Bring your fingers back together. Drop your hands towards the earth and roll your shoulders out 3 times. Just noticing all the sensations and roll them forward 3 times. Come back to your navel, belly button. Draw your attention there. Inhale, both arms up towards the sky once again. Right thumb and middle finger, grab the left wrist. Ground your sit bones into the earth once again. Tilt gently towards the right, using your core for stability. Tug that left wrist towards the right and enjoy this stretch. Inhale to every nook and cranny here. Exhale, let it go. One more breath. Tug the left hand gently towards the right. Engaged belly, all the muscles working here. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, come back to center. Switch the clasp of your hands. Right thumb and middle finger grab sorry, left thumb and middle finger grab the right wrist. I'm dyslexic today. Exhale, gently tug the right wrist towards the left. Stretch the whole right side body. Breathe gently into it. And exhale, release. One more breath here. Come back to center. Exhale, drop your arms out towards the side walls once again. Wrap your arms in the opposite direction this time, left under right, elbows crossed, wiggle the fingers as far towards the medial edge of the scapula as you can. Truly giving yourself a hug. If your chest is in the way, lift your elbows up and allow it to rest gently on your chest. Inhale deeply into the back body here. And exhale, drop your head and chin into the cradle of your arms. Enjoy the release in the back body and take a moment once again to appreciate yourself, what you accomplished this year, what you learned, how you grew, how you loved, how you laughed, perhaps places you saw, all the things that you made happen, created, enjoyed. And while here, notice that little pocket behind your heart and send this good feeling right in there to take it with you later. Huge inhale and an exhale. Lift your chin up to your chest, untangle your arms, reach them out towards the side walls, and lower your arms towards the earth once again. If you are sitting on a block or a blanket or a bolster, move it out from underneath you, swing your legs around side, and stretch your legs long in front. Move the flesh of your seat out of the way. Flex your ankles and flex your toes towards you. Your knees are bent just loosely. If you have tight hamstrings, you can actually even tuck that blanket underneath your knees. Tilt your pelvis forward with intention, and once again, draw your attention to your navel, belly button, your center, which is your source of strength. I know many of us think our core is not strong, but it is where we come from. So draw your attention there to the solar plexus. Inhale, both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward towards your toes. Allow your head and neck to release, and enjoy the stretch once again in the back body. If you wish, lower your knees towards the earth and enjoy the stretch in the back of the legs. Just notice it and appreciate however far your body wants to go. If you want to keep your hands on your shins, you can do that, or your thighs. Do what feels good to you. Huge inhale here. And an exhale. One more deep, nourishing inhale. And an exhale. Walk your hands up your shins to your knees, to your thighs. Take your hands, tent them behind you. Press your fingertips into the earth about 6 inches behind your hips. Drop your shoulders, puff your chest out, engage your legs, come into Dandasana or staff pose. Another strong seated pose. Heels may lift off the earth. Press your knees towards the earth. Engage everything. Huge inhale into that chest. Fill it up. And exhale, let it go. Another inhale here. And a huge exhale. Release your hands. Bring them in front. Guide your legs out into a wide angle pose and rock the sit bones once again. Tilt forward on your sit bones. So you notice your ischial spines connect downward, and enjoy it. Spread your legs wide. Notice your toes. Your toes should be in line with your knees. Hands tent behind you like they were in Dandasana. Press your fingers into the earth. Pick up your hips and scooch forward an inch or two. And notice however wide you are able to go. Don't judge that you're not able to, but how far are you able to go? And enjoy it. Huge inhale here. Press into the fingertips, chest puffs out as you fill with air. And an exhale, let it go. Inhale the appreciation once again of all that has come to be. And an exhale, let it go. Release your hands. Bring them in front, about a foot in front of your pelvis, and walk them inch by inch forward. Notice all the sensations and energy coming through the backs of the legs. Don't overdo it. Back is hinging forward at the waist, not rounded. And just walk your hands forward still, inch by inch. Notice what feels good. And draw your attention to the backs of the legs. Notice the energy move. Stretch your toes wide, another source of energy coming into the body, and bring them together. Stretch them wide once again and enjoy all the tingles here and let it go. Walk your hands back towards your pelvis, sit up tall. Engage that belly button, solar plexus once again. Inhale your arms out and up towards the sky. Exhale, right hand comes towards your right shin or your right toes. Reach your left arm gracefully over the left ear. Stretch the left waist and enjoy. Breathe into it. On the exhale, if it serves you, look over the left shoulder and enjoy this shift and stretch there. Another inhale here, whatever works for you, appreciate it. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, rise back upright to center. Engage your belly. Exhale, drop your shoulders. Inhale, reach tall, tall, tall. Using your core muscles here. Exhale, lower your left fingers towards your left toes. Reach your right hand gracefully over the right ear and enjoy the stretch in the right side body. Breathe into it. Exhale, let it go. One more breath here. Noticing the sensations wherever the opening is. Appreciate the opening, nourish it and bathe it. Inhale, rise upright. Once again, core strong and tall. Exhale, drop your shoulders. Inhale, reach your fingers tall. Twist around your core towards the right. Drop your right hand behind you, tented. Left hand on the right thigh. Come into a twist. Inhale, stretch your spine, tall, tall, tall. Pelvis is tilted forward slightly. Exhale, twist towards the right, wringing it out, making room for more appreciation. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, twist. As you do these twists, focus on your core here. Inhale once again, and exhale, gently twist towards the right. Inhale, reach both arms tall. Once again, twist back to center. Exhale, twist around your central core with intention. Drop your left hand behind you. Right hand comes to the left thigh. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, twist gently towards the left. Don't overdo it, especially if you're new or your body doesn't like twists. Small, tiny movements can be amazing. And pay attention to your navel as you inhale, reach tall. Exhale, twist gently to the left. One more inhale here. And exhale, release. Reach both arms up towards the sky. Twist back to center. Lower your arms out towards the sides to the outer edges of your thighs and draw them together. Bring the soles of your feet together. Come into a seated butterfly. Rock side to side on your sit bones. Bring your hands to your ankles. Draw your feet in towards your groin and enjoy the inner thigh stretch. Rock here and have a little bit of fun. Wherever your feet connect is fine. It can be a big diamond or tight. Just enjoy it. And release your hands. Bring your hands behind you. Similarly, press your fingertips into the earth, straight arms, shoulders down and back, chest puffs out. Notice the change in stretch here. Inhale deeply into the inner thigh. And exhale, release, let it go. Relax your hands. Extend your legs long, bang your knees out, and just enjoy it, noticing all the sensations in the legs. Sweep your knees around and come to hands and knees for a moment. Tabletop. Take a moment to get organized. Both palms flat on the earth, fingers spread wide, eye shapes between each fingers. All the knuckles pressed downwards, both palms, elbows engaged, tucked into the shoulder sockets. Engage your belly, focus on your center and your navel here. Extend your right leg long. Drop your right heel, twist open towards the right, come into gate pose, reach the right fingertips tall. Exhale, stretch the right arm over the right ear, extend the whole right side body, outer edge of the right foot grounds into the earth, and just notice how good it feels here. If you wish, you can raise your right foot up to hip height, about 6 inches, a little below hip height. And if that doesn't work for you, just stay in gate pose. One more breath in balance gate pose, appreciating your ability to balance here. Lower the right foot, reach your right arm up towards the sky, lower your right hand back on the earth, come back to tabletop. Organize yourself. Engage your belly, stretch your left leg long, drop the left heel towards the right, reach your left hand towards the sky, come into gate pose on this side. Exhale the left arm over your left ear, stretch long, long, long. Outer edge of the left foot grounds into the earth, left fingers reach in the opposite direction. If you wish, raise that left foot coming a little below hip height and enjoy the balance pose. Appreciate all that your body needs to do here to make this happen. One more breath. Reach the left hand back up towards the sky, left foot comes to the earth. Come back to tabletop. Waggle your hips here for a moment. Inhale, come into cow pose. Sit bones reach towards the sky, crown of the head reaches towards the sky, front of the belly stretches. Exhale, round, suck your navel towards the earth, reach your spine high, high, high into a cat. Inhale into cow pose, bending the spine, reach the crown of your head towards the sky, sit bones reach upward. Exhale, round into cat. Come back to tabletop, even things out. Walk your hands forward, a hand print, curl your toes, lift up to downward dog. Pedal your feet out, enjoy the stretch. And gently walk your hands back towards your feet, come into an easy forward fold. Notice the stretch in the back of the legs, release your hands from the earth. You can grab your elbows if you wish, or keep them tented on the floor or on your shins, whatever works for you. Engage your belly and slowly roll up to stand inch by inch. Head will be the last to rise. When you arrive, notice how you feel, and with kindness, allow your body to adjust. Lift up all 10 toes here. Notice the 4 corners of your feet ground downward and lower the toes. Focus on your kneecaps, lift them up gently, engage your thighs, tuck your pelvis, stack your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Heart is light, shoulders drop, lengthen your neck. Inhale, stretch the crown of your head towards the sky. And exhale, let it go. Notice how you feel. Tadasana or mountain pose. Notice if your hands are facing you or they naturally fell out front. They're energetically different. Just notice what your body chose to do here. Lift up all 5 toes on the left foot and kickstand your right foot. We're going to come into tree pose here. Bring the sole of your right foot to the inner left calf and bring your hands to heart center. Pause here. If this works for you and this is what you want to do today, just appreciate the tree pose here. If you wish to extend your fingers long towards the sky as branches, do that if that feels right. Appreciate whatever works for you, the stretch of your fingers towards the sun, towards the sky. If you can, tuck that right knee back a tiny bit. No need to stretch that foot all the way up into the groin today. Just appreciate what works for you. Appreciate the sways, the wobbles, the wiggles, whatever's happening. If your hands are extended towards the sky, stretch your fingers wide. Borrow the energy. Bring your hands back to heart center if they're reaching towards the sky. Draw your knee back to center, lower it towards the floor and shake it out. Wiggle your hips. Come back to stand. Palms can stay together. Lift up all 5 toes on the right foot. Lower them down. Kickstand the left foot into the right calf. Raise the sole of your foot. Rest it gently on the calf, not over the knee joint. And I recommend leaving it low today. Pause here and just enjoy and appreciate the stability of this tree. If you wish, raise your arms up towards the sky. Spread your fingers wide. Borrow the energy from the sun and the sky. Huge inhale here. Tuck that left knee back gently an inch or so if you can. Huge exhale. Bring your hands back to center. Bring your knee forward towards the front and lower it down, shaking things out. Just enjoy it. We're going to come to the center of your mat facing the side of your mat. And so sort of like I am, if you can see me. Feet together. Step your feet out wide. So the sides of your feet face the side of your mat. They're parallel to the front and back of the mat, and the toes are facing the long edge of the mat. Raise your arms at shoulder height in either direction. Your wrists should be about over your ankles. That will give you an extent of the width of the pose. Turn your left toes towards the front edge of the mat and turn your right toes gently pigeon-toed. We're going to shift forward into Trikonasana or triangle pose. Reach those left fingertips as far, far, far forward as you can. Right hip shifts backward like the little teapot. Drop your left hand towards your left shin or ankle. Just don't press into the knee joint. Reach your right fingers towards the sky, coming into Trikonasana or triangle pose. Notice what works for you today. You can use a block here if you have one. Roll the right shoulder open, reach the right fingertips towards the sky. If your neck likes it, look up towards the sky. If not, look down towards the earth. And notice that it might be different today than usual. Just appreciate what works. Take your right hand, put it into the left hip crease. Roll that right shoulder open a little bit more, opening the chest. Creating space for the heart to fill completely and diastole. Appreciating all the work the heart does against gravity and with our chest closed and tight and typing, and give it a moment of appreciation and openness and a chance to fill. Breathe into it. And exhale, let it go. Reach the right hand towards the sky. Engage the right side body, rise upright. Arms reach in opposite directions, gaze over the left middle finger, bend your left knee, come into warrior two. And pause here, strong warrior pose. Left toes jet line towards the front of the mat. Notice if your feet are in heel to heel alignment, and if not, readjust. Arms should be at shoulder height. Inhale, lengthen your spine towards the sky. Exhale, sink into warrior two here. Another deep inhale. Exhale, bend the left arm, rest the left forearm lightly on the left thigh and reach the right arm overhead. Come into an easy side angle pose. If you wish and you want to use a block or you want to graze your left fingertips on the earth, you can do that too. Do what works for you. Appreciate what works for you and what you can do here. And if this doesn't work, you can stay in warrior two. Inhale, rise back up to warrior two. Exhale, drop your right hand down the right thigh, reach the left fingertips over towards the crease between the back wall and the ceiling, come into peaceful warrior. Fan open the front of the left rib cage and enjoy it. Huge inhale. And exhale, let it go. Come back to warrior two. Straight to the left knee. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn your toes towards the side edge of the mat. Continue to turn them so the right toe jet lines towards the back of the mat and the left toe pigeon toes. Reach your arms out once again. Tip forward into Trikonasana. Right fingers reach far, 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 far forward. Left hip shoots back. Drop your right hand towards the right shin, right ankle, the earth, a block, whatever works for you. None is better than the other. In fact, help is good. If you use a block, you can place it in front on the inside of the right foot, sorry. Inhale and exhale. Drop your left fingers into the right hip crease, open the left shoulder, And allow the heart space to open here. Breathe into all the nooks and crannies there. Allow the heart to fill completely, create space. Appreciate and honor all the work that it has done over the last year. All the walks it's taken you on, all the exercise it's done with you, all the naps it's taken with you, hopefully a few. Reach the left fingertips up towards the sky. Engage the left side body, rise upright, bend the right knee, come into warrior two on this side. Gaze is over the right middle finger. Notice your feet, are they in heel to heel alignment? Inhale, lengthen your torso towards the sky. Exhale, bend the right knee, sink in a little bit. Make sure your right knee does not extend beyond your right ankle. Inhale deeply, bathing yourself with nourishment and appreciation here. And exhale, sink in a smidge. Inhale, lengthen your fingers in either direction. Exhale, bend the right arm, gently rest the right forearm on the right thigh, reach the left fingertips over the left ear, side angle pose. If you want to use a block here on the inside of the right foot, or just rest lightly, don't dump all your weight into the right thigh. Stretch the whole left side body here. And exhale, release. Inhale, rise back up to warrior two. Exhale, tip back into peaceful warrior, fan open the right ribs. Right fingertips reach towards the crease of the back wall and the ceiling. Inhale, fill it fully. And exhale, bend the right knee a little more, sink in. Inhale. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Straight the right knee, bring your hands to your hips. Turn to the side of the mat. Heel toe your feet in about 2 footprints. We're going to come into a second position. Bend your knees and take a moment and see if the width of your feet is right. So your feet are in a ballet second position. Bend your knees. Your knees should rest right over the toes. Coming into goddess pose. Sink your hips down low. Hands are still at your hips for a moment. Make sure your knees and your feet are comfortable and right. Wider is not better. What works for your body is better. Sink the hips down a tiny bit more. You might notice your thighs shaking. Raise the right heel if that works for you and lower it. Raise the left heel and lower it. Bring your arms up towards the sky into an easy cactus shape. Goddess pose. See how it feels to close your eyes here. And appreciate all that you're doing here. One more inhale. And an exhale, let it go. Straight your knees, straight your arms, come into star pose. Lower your arms out by your sides. Once again, turn the left toes towards the front edge of the mat. Wiggle the left foot out towards the outer edge of the mat. We're going to come into a warrior one. You're going to pigeon toe your back toe towards the front right corner of the mat. Hips are square now towards the front of the mat. You want a nice lane or runway between your feet, about 12 to 18 inches, depending on your hips. A little wider than hips width. Inhale, both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the front knee. Come into warrior one. Your back heel may or may not reach the earth. You should have a beautiful stretch in the back of the calf. Inhale, engage your center, reach those fingers tall, stretch the left side, left and right side body, both tall, tall, tall. Exhale, sink in and enjoy it. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, open your arms out to the side. Lower them down by your sides. Reclasp them at your sit bones. Stretch your fists and elbows towards the back of them, back down towards the mat. Chest puffs open towards the front. Inhale, fill your chest up with nourishing air here. And exhale, let it go. Release the clasp of your hand, relax your shoulders. Bring your arms out wide and wrap them around one another right under the left. Again, come into eagle pose here. Grasp your thumbs, palms together, whatever works for you. Elbows shoulder height. You may want to stay here. If you wish, inhale, lift up an inch, and exhale, lower. Notice the release in the back of your shoulder blades. Inhale, lift up an inch. Exhale, if you wish, drop your elbows towards your belly and the head and neck to follow. A release here with your legs fully engaged. One huge breath and let it go. Come back upright, release your arms, stretch them out to the side wall and lower them down by your side. Bring your hands to heart center, press the palms together, push up onto the toes of the back foot. We're going to come into warrior three balance pose to appreciate however well or not well we can do it. Shift your weight into the left foot, tip forward, press off the back foot and raise your back leg up. Ideally to hip height and your torso comes forward into a long line, but you can also just lift it an inch or two off the floor, whatever works for you. Deep breath in here in warrior three. And an exhale, lower your foot, come back to warrior one. Raise your arms towards the sky, stretch tall. Exhale, twist towards the right, open your arms towards the side of the mat again. Turn the left toes towards the side of the mat, turn your right toes parallel to the sides. Turn to the right this time, right toes jet line towards the back edge of the mat, back toes pigeon-toed. You're gonna widen your stance for warrior one. Right toes wiggle out towards the right side of the mat and the left toes directly to the left front corner of your mat. Inhale your arms up, bend your knees. Make sure your right knee does not extend beyond the right ankle. Back heel does not need to touch in warrior one. Whatever works for you. Hips are square towards the back of the mat. Reach your hands tall towards the sky. Exhale, sink in and enjoy it. Inhale, reach tall once again. Exhale, sink in. Open your arms out towards the side. Lower them to your sacrum, clasp them, and press your fists and elbows towards the floor, shoulders down and back. Puff open your chest. Breathe in and fill yourself up with nourishing air. Fill that pocket behind the heart. And a huge exhale, letting things go here. Whatever doesn't need to come from 2021 into 2022. Fill yourself up with appreciation. And let go of all that judgment. One more breath. Exhale, let it go. Release the clasp of your fingers. Bring your arms out towards your sides. Wrap them in front of you, left under right this time. Elbows meet, come into eagle arms. Thumbs might clasp, whatever works for you here. Ideally, elbows at shoulder height. This might be enough. If you wish, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower to shoulder height for a little more release. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, allow your elbows to come into towards the belly. Release your head and neck, fold forward. Notice your legs work as you do this. Breathe in deeply here. And exhale, let it go. Bring your elbows back to shoulder height. Release and untangle your arms. Lower them by your sides. Bring them to heart center, palms together, thumbs together. Press your thumbs to the sternum for more stability. Lift up onto the toes of the back foot. Shift your weight into the front foot and tip forward into whatever version of warrior three you're going to do today. Back foot rises up towards the back, well, the front wall in this case. Torso tips forward. Notice what works for you. Enjoy the wiggles and the wobbles. Come back to warrior one. Raise your arms up towards the sky. Open your arms out to either side. Twist back towards the sides of the mat. Turn your toes parallel to the sides of the mat. Hands to the hips and heel toe your feet together. Just shake everything out. Roll your shoulders back 3 times and enjoy it. And roll your shoulders forward 3 times. And enjoy that. And we're going to transition back to seated. You might notice I'm not doing any downward dog today. And in the spirit of doing what we can appreciate, I can't really be upside down right now. It doesn't feel good. And so we're not going to be upside down. And appreciating and knowing there's so many things you can do. And it's a lesson in this appreciation. So as you arrive here, move the flesh of your seat out of the way. Bend your right knee and hug it in towards you. Both hands on your shin. Hug it tight, tight, tight towards you. Notice that release in the hip. Tilt your sit bones forward and stretch your spine tall with your hands resting on the front of the shin. Take your left hand, grab the outer edge of your right foot if you can reach it, and stretch your right leg long. You'll notice a lovely IT band stretch. If that doesn't work for you, you can stay with the knee bent, or you can use your hand to support the leg long without holding the outer edge of the foot. Whatever works for your body. Take your right hand, if it works, and tent it behind you and twist towards the right to add a little bit to that release. Breathe into it and bring it out gently towards the right. One more breath here. Twist a little farther towards the right. Bend the right knee, place it back on the earth. Press into your right fingertips and twist gently back towards the front. Hands come back on the shin and hug that knee in towards you while you face front to reset your hips. Inhale, stack your spine, reach tall, and exhale, settle into the forward motion here. Release your right foot, stretch it long in front. Waggle your knees, release everything. Draw the left knee in towards you, give it a hug, hands on the shin. Tilt your pelvis forward, engage your belly, stretch your spine tall, stack each vertebrae one atop the other. Notice your right toes, are they waggling out to the right? Point them towards the sky, right ankle is flexed. Inhale, exhale. You can stay here, hugging the left knee in towards you, or take your right hand to the outer edge of the left foot, straight the left foot long. Enjoy the IT band outer thigh stretch here. Inhale, tilt your pelvis, reach the spine tall, crown of the head reaches towards the sky, left fingertips tent behind you and twist towards the left if you wish for more stretch. Breathe into it. Appreciation for all that tightness does to keep you walking straight and walking well, and perhaps running if you're a runner. All the things that we do helping us get in and out of chairs. Bathe it with appreciation. Bend the left knee, place the foot back on the earth, twist back to center, hug the knee in towards you, rock side to side on your sit bones once again, and extend the left leg long. Move the flesh of your seat once again, knees bent gently, pelvis tilted forward. Inhale, both arms up towards the sky, and exhale, fold forward, release your head and neck. And enjoy an easy forward fold as we transition to the floor in just a moment. Breathe into the back body once again. And exhale, let it go. Walk your hands up your shins, to your knees, to your thighs. Raise your arms parallel to your legs. Engage the legs. Ankles are flexed, toes are flexed towards your nose, and roll down inch by inch by inch. Come to lie on the floor. And take a moment to relax here and appreciate where we've been even in this hour. The things that felt good, perhaps the things that didn't. Appreciate yourself for showing up and trying. Notice what part of you is connecting to the earth. Appreciate the earth for holding you here, taking good care of you. Flip your palms over to face the floor if they are facing the sky. Forearms touch the floor. Bend your knees, walk your heels towards your buttocks as close as you can get them. Press into your feet and into your hands. Reach your sit bones towards the sky to open up and release the back body. Shimmy your shoulders underneath you. Reach your hips as high as you can. Knees energetically connect. Engage the buttocks, the back body. Hands can grasp the outer edge of your mat and tug it towards your knees. Or if it works for you, you can clasp your hands under your sit bones and reach those hips high. Inhale and reach, stretch high, engage everything. And exhale, stay up. Notice how good it feels and perhaps hard. Inhale, reach a little higher, knees energetically connect here. Exhale, untuck your shoulders and slowly roll down inch by inch by inch, enjoying the unrolling and the landing. Allow yourself to pause when you land. Notice how it feels. Inhale deeply into the chest space. And exhale, release. Bring your right foot, cross it over the left knee, come into a figure four. Press into the left foot, palms on the earth. Inhale, lift up into a figure four bridge on one leg. Notice the stretch in the front of the left hip and enjoy that. You won't be as high. You're still in the figure four. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, slowly lower down. Notice how you feel. Take your hands, thread them around the left thigh, pick up the left foot, flex your ankles, press your right elbow into your right knee, come into a figure four. Enjoy the outer hip stretch here. If you wish, bring your hands to the front of the left shin. If you're new, you can keep your left foot on the earth and just stay in a figure four this way. Press the right knee gently forward. Notice what works for you, none better than the other. Appreciate what your body likes and enjoys and needs. Those hips carry a lot of emotion for us and help us do so many things. Send them some appreciation and love, releasing the judgment, the tension, the frustration. You have a bum hip, perhaps disappointment, frustration that it doesn't function the way you want it to. Release your hands from behind your thigh or from the shin. Lower the left foot towards the floor. Uncross your knees. Recross left ankle over the right knee. Palms on the earth. Wiggle the right heel gently towards your right buttocks so you're stable. Press into both hands, press into the right foot. Lift up into a figure four bridge. Right hip reaches towards the sky. Enjoy this psoas stretch and the hip flexor stretch here. Reach it towards the sky. Exhale, lift up. And exhale, slowly lower down. Thread your hands around the back of the right thigh. Pick up the right foot. Come into a figure four here. Both feet, ankles, toes flexed to protect the knees. Press your left elbow into the left knee if that works for you. And enjoy the left outer hip stretch. If it's enough to keep your right foot on the floor, do that. Neither's better or worse. Meet yourself where you are. From there, you'll get to where you're going. Appreciate where you are. You and your body are on this journey together. So try to be kind to it. Appreciate where you've been together. And get excited and inspired for where you want to go, perhaps. But carrying that appreciation with you. Release your hands from your thighs or your shin. Lower your right foot towards the floor. Uncross your feet. Draw your knees into your chest, both of them, and give them a hug. Rock on the back, massage the sacrum, and enjoy it. Bring your hands to the outer edges of your feet. Soles of the feet come towards the sky. Come into happy baby. Press your knees towards the floor. Open up the hips. Rock and have fun with it. Appreciate how far you've come from when you were a 4-month-old and did this all day. Straighten your right leg if that feels good and works for you. And if not, don't bother. Bend it. Straighten the left leg. Notice how that feels. Bend it. Rock a little more here just for fun. Bring the soles of your feet together. Hands on the outer edges of your feet. Press your heels into your groin and enjoy the inner thigh release. Release your hands. Lower your feet towards the earth. Come into Supta Baddha Konasana here. Reclining butterfly. Soles of the feet together, knees out wide, a triangle between your legs. Left hand comes to heart, right hand comes to belly. A check-in here. A moment to appreciate once again. All that your body does for you, all that you do for it. Perhaps a moment to be on your own team. What would that look like? Celebrating victories where you've come, things you've accomplished, things you've learned, love you've felt, laughter, joy, delight, all those things that we often move on from so quickly with the next task in mind. Taking time to appreciate it. Huge inhale and a big exhale, letting things go. Bring your hands to the outer edges of your thighs and draw your knees together. Soles of the feet on the earth. Press your palms, place them on the earth, press them into the earth, pick up your hips, shift them an inch or two towards the left. Draw your knees into your chest. Gently allow your knees to fall to the right into an easy twist, undoing any tension, final tension, before we move into Shavasana. Stack your hips if need be. Tuck that right hip under the left and enjoy the spine stretch, the hip stretch. Just easily resting here. Breathe into it. If you wish, you can gaze to the left. Arms come to an easy cactus, a T, or just by your side. One more breath here. Exhale, release. Gently bring your head back to center. Gently bring your knees back to center. Soles of the feet come back to the floor. Pick up your hips. Drop them about 6 inches towards the right this time. Draw your knees into your chest and allow your knees to fall easily towards the left. Retuck that left hip if need be. Reorganize your arms in whatever way they need to be on this side. It may be different. Inhale deeply. Exhale, if it works for you, gaze to the right. Bring your gaze back to center. Bring your knees back to center. Pick up your hips. Bring them back to center. Bring your arms down by your sides. Stretch your legs long and allow your toes to fall towards the outer edge of the mat. Notice what else might need to be reorganized for comfort. Notice what's connecting to the earth. Notice if your palms want to be open towards the sky or down towards, facing down towards the earth? What feels right for you energetically today? Being more open or being more grounded? Take a moment to appreciate which one's better for you right here in this moment. And as you sink in, allow your body to breathe for itself. Let go of all conscious control of the muscles of the breath. Allow yourself to fully surrender into this moment. Enjoying the cushion and the cradle of the earth, letting it hold you and nourish you and support you as you rest. Gently begin to deepen your breath. And slowly, appreciatively, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Appreciate the fact that they can all wiggle. Something we generally take for granted until they can't. And take in a full, deep, nourishing inhale. Stretch your arms long above you and your toes long in front of you. Enjoy it. And a huge exhale, letting things go. Bring your knees into your chest and slowly roll over to one side in a fetal-like position. Use your arm as a pillow and pause for a moment. Pause to appreciate yourself for making the choice to come today. Pause to appreciate yourself for being here on the earth today. All that you've done and been through and experienced in the last year. All that you've done smashingly well. All the things that your body does quite easily that we so often take for granted. And when you're ready, press into your hands and slowly come up to a comfortable seat where we began. And allow yourself to come back into that Shavasana-like spot, even seated. Close your eyes if it's comfortable for you. Tilt your pelvis forward and stack your spine. Bring your hands to heart, one atop the other. Gently press the palm of the top hand into the dorsum of the bottom, sending yourself appreciation and love. Realizing that appreciation is a little bit of a conduit to self-love, which many of us find so challenging. So perhaps in this coming year, not just today, but in the whole year ahead, can you take a little bit more time to notice and appreciate yourself, what you do, and how far you've come? Bring your hands to heart center. Press your thumbs into your sternum. Set your intention. Or perhaps just today. How would you like to enjoy your last day of 2021? What appreciation do you still have to do? Taking a deep inhale and a huge exhale, letting things go. May you all have a beautiful, safe, happy, appreciative New Year's Eve. Namaste.